on into a special Friday edition of New York Stars Hockey on Midnight Sports. This morning from just outside Chicago and Willowbrook, Illinois, we've got a good one for you. It's game one of the CCM World Invite Tournament with the Stars taking on the Tacoma Rockets. A little bit about the CCM World Invite Tournament. Teams from all over North America have converged on suburban Chicago to take part in at least 4 games, all at the AA level or above. Each game will feature 15-minute stop time periods, with the only exception being if one team is ahead by 5 or more goals in the third. At that point, the clock will run despite any stoppages in play. All teams will have 3 round-robin games, for which a win earns the team 2 points, a tie earns 1 point, and a loss results in 0 points. There's no overtime in the round-robin games. CCM has placed each team a division of 6 teams. The top 4 in each division move on based on points earned during the round-robin portion of the tournament. And then the tournament is a single elimination one with the potential for 4 playoff rounds. Should the Stars not qualify for the knockout rounds, there's a consolation game for 5th and 6th place teams. Got all that? Don't worry, we'll keep track of it for you. For this morning's game, the Tacoma Rockets coming into the game without much of a public record. They're 1-4-1 on the season with 4 of their games against the Seattle Junior Mets AA team. They've scored 10 goals on the year and given up 23. With that said, their My Hockey rating stands nearly 2 points higher than the Stars, which in 1,000 simulations would predict an average margin of victory for the Rockets over the Stars of 2 goals. This morning's game will be the Rockets' first game of the tournament as well. Stars coming in today's game on a 3-game winning streak, having swept their opponents this past weekend. Specifically, the Stars beat the Great Neck Bruins major team 3-1 and then went down to Colmar, PA, and beat the Genesis Hockey Club by scores of 7-6 and 4-2. This tournament marks the back half of an 8-game road trip for the Stars, during which they're 3-1. Programming note for you, Midnight Sports, subject to carrier restrictions, will have coverage of this afternoon's game for you, starting at 7:10 p.m. Eastern, 6:10 p.m. Central, right here from Willowbrook Ice Arena in Willowbrook, Illinois, as the Stars take on the San Diego Saints. We'll also be right back with you tomorrow morning at 10:40 a.m. Eastern, 9:40 a.m. Central, when the Stars face the Sylvania North Stars from Madison, Illinois. Give a follow to our Instagram page at midnight_sports and a subscription to our YouTube channel for tournament updates, the timing of the Stars' 4th game, and even some very, very bad dad jokes thrown in. First, though, keep it right here as the Stars take on the Rockets, right here on Midnight Sports. All right, we're getting set here. Looks to be Jason Diatelli in the net for the Stars to kick this one off. See a line of Fisher, Zimmich, McCarthy out there, and it'll be Schulman and Coronati as the defenders. We're getting set here. Goalies being checked, and we are ready to roll here to start this game off. Onward we play. Fisher wins that face-off for it. It'll be Zimmich, though, trying to carve out the neutral zone. Instead, it'll be the Rockets coming back the other way. Tripped up there. Puck comes to the far circle. Batted down nicely by Diatelli. And onward we play. Rockets have it at the end boards. Can't quite work it all the way out, can the Stars. Diatelli will jump right on it. And just like that, we're off and going here in Willowbrook. All right, the Stars going to get some new defenders out there. Keep the same 3 forwards out. And it'll be Zimmich at the dot to take this one in the defensive zone. 1 forward there by the Rockets. Viscoso fires in. Puck's reversed by the Rockets just now at the near corner. It's the Rockets on the puck in the near corner. Fisher works to get that puck out. It comes back toward Leshner. Leshner reverses all the way around to the far side of the ice. The Rockets will pick it up there at the far half wall. Some heavy hitting by the Stars separates their men from the puck, and it looks like through McCarthy they're going to get this puck out of the zone. They do. It's now the Stars trying to work that puck forward. The Rockets will track back to their own zone to pick it up as the Stars make a change. It's now the Rockets through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Touched farther there by Leshner. Now thrown into the slot by the Rockets. They load up, they shoot in. That one misses the cage. And the Rockets get the rebound. Nice save by Diatelli. Ensuing puck comes in. Oh, it's touched home there. A lot of traffic in front. And just like that, the Rockets able to take a lead in this one early on here. So 13:57 left to go in the first. The Rockets take an early lead there on the rebound in the low slot. Now it'll be Nicolaitis, Bizarro, and Russo now out as the forwards. Coronati and Schulman as the defenders. Puck one forward by the Stars. Bizarro touches it farther there. Nicolaitis gets to it first and dumps it into the zone. Now it's the Rockets working to get that puck out of their zone. A zone keep initially by Schulman. All the way across the ice. The Rockets will touch it just past the blue line. Not any farther yet, though. And now they emerge with it to the Rockets into the offensive zone. Rockets have the puck in the low slot. Shot goes wide of the cage there as the Rockets fire the rebound wide. Rockets will pick it up at the near half wall. Skating well are the Rockets early on in the morning. Long trip for both teams here to Chicago. Both teams have some pep in their step. Rockets come in, and Diatelli makes the save. Still loose in front, and he's able to pop that wide. A good save there by Jason Diatelli. Ensuing shot goes wide. Onward we play. A reminder for everyone at home, the clock on your screen is really just suggestive of the clock in the arena. The two are not tied together, so if it doesn't move, sometimes that's just because it's too cold to get the button to work on the broadcasting device. In any event, Rockets move that puck up through the neutral zone. They're at their own blue line, are the Rockets, harassed there by Zimmage. Rockets will tap that farther, all the way into the neutral zone. Icing waved here as they'd gain the line. Coronati all over his man at the end board. Schulman now in for support. Puck rolls all the way up toward Polisi, tries to fire it out of the zone. Hits a man, though, and the Rockets will dump back in. It'll now be the Rockets kicking it up. Polisi able to tap that farther, not out of the zone yet. Second bite at the apple, though. He gets it all the way out of the zone, and the Stars can make a bit of a change here. Partial change for the D-men as the Rockets take over in their own defensive zone. It'll be Zimmage on the forecheck. Rockets, though, able to get that puck up and out of the zone. Icing waved here as Leshner and Viscoso will turn into their own zone to pick this puck up. Track to the far side of the ice. Shot comes in. Diatelli stands tall on that save. It's the Rockets now at the endboards. Throwing it in front. Bouncing puck goes just wide of the cage. Oh, and that one's backhanded in. Just like that. It's now the Rockets 2. Stars nothing. Well, a bit of a bouncing puck there. Came out from the side of the cage. The Rockets just happened to be first to it and batted that one in. And so it's now Rockets 2, Stars nothing. A lot of time left in this one. Very early going here as the Stars look to rebound through the Nicolaitis line. It'll be Nicolaitis out there with Fisher and McCarthy right now as the puck goes into the offensive zone for the Stars, but without possession. The Rockets look to break out. They hit a skate. They're still able to get that puck into the neutral zone, and now the offensive zone. They curl up at the near circle. They throw it into the slot. One-timer hits a skate. Some good positioning there by Viscoso. Keeps that one from getting to the net front. Leshner racks that around all the way out of the zone. Good zone clear by him. The Tacoma Rockets will have to go all the way back into their zone to pick this puck up. Fisher able to get in the way of that breakout. Puck now sits right in front of the camera well. Jabbed up into the Stars zone. Leshner there. Works it over for Viscoso, who in turn finds McCarthy at the far side of the ice. McCarthy gains the line, dumps into the offensive zone. Rockets send it right back out of the zone. It's now the Stars touching it farther into the zone. Nicolaitis on the forecheck, McCarthy in for support. Puck, though, goes into the neutral zone and out. It'll come all the way toward Schulman at the far defensive corner. Schulman on the puck there behind his net. Racks that puck up toward McCarthy. McCarthy able to kick it out of the zone and then harass his man into a backwards pass into the defensive zone for the Rockets. Rockets break right out on the strong side as the Stars make a change. Rockets into the offensive zone. They're in. They shoot. Diatelli able to bat that out of the air. And now it'll be the Rockets setting it up again. They're in the slot. They try a no-look shot. Hits a skate. Doesn't reach the net. Onward we play. Under 10:40 left to go here as the Stars gain the zone, but without possession. It'll be the Rockets jamming it right back out of the zone. Rockets first to a few of these pucks as they've tried to tilt the ice in the early going here. It'll be Bizarro working that puck over toward a streaking Zimmage, who now finds Russo. Russo breaks into the zone. Zimmage tapping it farther. It's the Rockets getting in the way there and getting the puck up to the top of the slot. Now the puck comes right back the other way. The Rockets breaking the offensive zone. They shoot. Diatelli shrugs that one off up into the netting. A wonderful save there as it was a shooter with momentum for the Rockets breaking into the offensive zone. Well, a couple of quick goals for Tacoma to start this one off. And the Stars trying to push back, playing a dump and chase game right now to try and establish some momentum. Well, false start there. And we'll get another puck drop. It's Nicolaitis winning that forward out of the zone. And now it'll be Conforti out there harassing his man into an early pass. Tacoma breaks in. They shoot high on Diatelli, who's able to knock that puck down. And now a little after action right in front of the net as Leschner gives him a what for. That'll stop the clock though. And so there's some real discussion after the play here from the Tacoma fans. And the face-off won forward by Nicolaitis. Not out of the zone just yet. Tacoma lines up and shoots. They're able to touch that one home right in front of the net. And so with 9:53 left to go, right now it's all Tacoma here in the first as they pot one just past 5 minutes into this game. Now big screen in front of the net there. That puck found the bottom corner. And so it's Tacoma 3, Stars 0. Now it'll be Zimmich trying to win that forward. Tacoma's going to come right back the other way into the offensive zone. Coronati able to separate his man from the puck momentarily. Comes up toward the near half wall now as the Stars look to get this puck up and out of the zone. Bouncing puck's going to find Coronati in the slot. He jams it a little bit farther. Then he's able to work that toward the top of the circle. Tacoma takes over. Puck's now in the near corner as Tacoma upends his man. It looks like it was Zimmich who drew a penalty here. We'll see who's going to the box with 9:30 left to play here. It's Tacoma to the box. Offensive zone draw up coming for the Stars. Shots 8-0 in Tacoma's favor thus far. And so the Stars will get their special teams out on the ice. It's going to be a near circle drop here. We'll see if this gives them a little bit of an offensive push. It's Nicolaitis. He's got Zimmich out there as well as Bizarro. Puck's dropped, won by Nicolaitis. Tacoma tries to take over at the side of the cage. It's still Nicolaitis working that down lower. Shot comes in. A nice save, though, by the Tacoma netminder with 9:22 left to play here in the first. Now it'll be Nicolaitis to take this draw again. He's got Schulman and McCarthy behind him. Zimmich and Bizarro out on the wings. Puck one to Bizarro, works it up for Schulman. Schulman right back down to Bizarro. Bizarro walks in, shoots, looking for a stick in front. Goes just wide of the cage. It's going to come all the way out of the zone. Schulman will track back for that puck. His own defensive zone will go up strong side and find McCarthy. Comes all the way across the ice. It's now a 2-on-2 coming the other way. Bizarro's got Nicolaitis out there. Bizarro winds up. No shooting lane. Rebound almost touched home there by Nicolaitis. Just hits the side of the cage. Tacoma now trying to break out. They're down a skater, but it's going to go for a trip here against the Stars with 8:52 left to go in the first. Bizarro trying to corral that loose puck, and he's going to get called for the trip. And so, for the next 54 seconds, it'll be 4-on-4 hockey. A reminder, in this tournament, penalties are only a minute and a half long. So it's going to be a defensive zone draw upcoming here for the Stars. And at the dot, it'll be Nicolaitis for some 4-on-4 hockey. Nicolaitis wins that faceoff back toward Viscoso. Viscoso able to find that puck and jam it up, but not out of the zone just yet. Shot comes in, goes wide of the cage. It's the Rockets now on the puck in the near corner. They shoot in. Diatelli gloves that one down. Good save by him there. And so it's going to be a defensive zone draw here with 8:40 left to play. Still 41 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4. Nicolaitis again wins that faceoff to the near corner. It's Coronati touching that puck up toward Fisher. Fisher on the puck now. Through the neutral zone comes Fisher. Long shot in. It's just going to be gloved there by Tacoma. And so another faceoff coming with 31 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4. Tacoma and their home whites. Stars in their road blues here as that puck's dropped. One forward by the Stars, but without possession. Jammed out of the zone by Tacoma. It's Viscoso tracking back. Tries to work that up to the strong side of the ice. Tacoma gets in the way and keeps the offensive zone. Tacoma now behind the net. Circling all the way to the near corners. Tacoma now the near half wall. Looking to keep that puck in the zone. Instead, Nicolaitis able to jam that up and out of the zone. Stars can't corral it there, though, as Tacoma fires right back in. Tacoma in the zone. Long, slow shot, stick to side there by Diatelli. Puck rolls to the side of the net and then dealt with by Nicolaitis. Another shot goes wide of the cage. Comes to the near corner. Now at the top of the near circle as Tacoma has a 30-second power play here. They come in, they shoot, and Diatelli with a great save there as they had broken in. Had the Rockets into the low slot, but Diatelli stands tall. 26 seconds left to go on the man advantage for Tacoma. It's going to be a face-off at the far circle to Diatelli's right. It'll be McCarthy and Russo. Looks like Viscoso will come out and replace Coronati here. He's got Leshner as a defensive pair. One there by Tacoma. They go to the top of the slot. They've got some room. They shoot. Diatelli chops that out of the air again. And so, got another stoppage in play. Diatelli saves another shot from the top of the slot. A wonderful save. He saw it all the way, knocked it out of the air, was able to cover up in front. This face-off's going to come to his left this time. Same skaters stay out there. It'll be Russo at the dot, trying to win this on his strong side. He wins it forward up to the near point. It's now the Stars able to get it out of the zone through McCarthy. A wonderfully timed stick lift, and Russo in on the forecheck. It's Tacoma coming right back the other way, but Viscoso's there first in his own defensive zone. Works it over toward Leshner. Tacoma able to keep the zone initially, and then Viscoso jams it out of the zone, and icing's going to be waved here. And that'll do it for the penalty to the Stars. So the Stars live to fight another day on that 32nd kill. Tacoma now breaks out of their zone. Zimmage back out there on the forecheck, and 40 with him. And so it'll be Leshner now in his own zone as Diatelli works the puck over toward him. Bouncing puck comes up toward Russo. Tries to kick it farther there. He's got two Rockets men all over him at the top of the zone, but he does enough with the support of Zimmage to work that puck farther. It's now Conforti firing in on the forecheck. He's in the near corners, Conforti, and in for support is Zimmage. That puck rolls, and it's Polisi now streaking into the zone, trying to keep it there. Bouncing puck comes off his stick, so Coronati will go point to point with Schulman, who will return the pass, and now Coronati on it, works it up through the center of the ice. It's Polisi trying to send that puck farther. Instead, though, it's Tacoma coming right back the other way. They try and dangle Schulman, and he says no there, as Tacoma will keep the zone, but without possession. We tick on here as we're under 6.5 minutes left to play in the first. It's the Stars trying to work that puck out of the zone at the near half wall. They do. Long stretch pass for Polisi, just past him, and Tacoma will take over again in their own end. It's Tacoma on the puck in the near corner. Tacoma has it there, but they're harassed off of it by Conforti. They'll try and reverse and go the other way. It's Schulman now on the puck. He's able to keep the zone. He fires it in. Deflection on net. Saved nicely there by Tacoma. It's now Zimmage trying to work the puck back up top. He does for Schulman, who sends it right back down in the zone. It's Polisi at the near half wall, picking the puck up, trying to move it out for a shot for the Stars, but instead it's Tacoma coming the other way, gaining the line and dumping in. So Tacoma meets up with the Stars and Coronati at the end boards, and now Tacoma on the puck. They throw it in front, comes into the blue paint. Schulman there first, able to use the boards and rack that out of the zone. Tacoma's going to have to track back to pick this one up. It'll go for an icing, though, with 5:29 left to play here in the first. It's the Stars pushing to stop that ice tilt that Tacoma's had going on early on here in this one. It'll be Nicolaitis. Zimmage, McCarthy, Leshner, and Viscoso out there. Nicolaitis wins that faceoff, ties up his man at the dot. Zimmage fires in. Bouncing puck's going to leave the zone. And now a trip there. No call, though, as it was incidental. Fisher upended as he was streaking for that puck. It looked like he just caught the back of a Tacoma skate, though. So no harm, no foul for the Rockets as we play on here. Rolling puck comes toward Viscoso. He's able to jam that up, but not out of the zone just yet as Tacoma will come the other way. It's Tacoma in the high slot, and now it's Nicolaitis on the puck. Nicolaitis through center ice, able to gain the zone. Here comes a penalty call on Tacoma, and it'll be the Stars resetting on this delayed penalty call. And Diatelli's going to leave the ice. Tacoma hasn't touched up just yet. It's McCarthy on the puck. He finds a streaking Fisher there. Fisher shoots. Saved nicely by Tacoma from the low slot. Well, a big bite at the apple there for the Stars, but instead it's going to be Tacoma to the box for 1.5 minutes. And we'll see what the gesture is. Well, they're saying Stars might need to go to the box here as well. Interesting call. They're going to take one from each. Unclear what the gesture is here. It's 5-on-5 hockey. And the Stars trying to figure out who might be going to the box here. Getting an explanation at the bench are the Stars as to what the call is. And so it looks like it'll be McCarthy to the box here. It's going to be 5-on-5 hockey with 4:43 left to go in the first period. from Willowbrook Ice Arena. Now it'll be Zimmich, Bizarro, Russo, Schulman, and Coronati out there for the team from Brooklyn. Zimmich at the dot. Wins that forward. It's Russo firing in to try and work that deeper into the zone. He bodies his man in the far corner. Draws some cheers from his own bench. Coronati with a nice zone keep. Flicks it farther. And then Tacoma in the way. Able to get that puck out of the zone is Tacoma. They'll dump in. Only so far is Schulman, though. As Coronati picks the puck up again. Headman pass for Bizarro. Just a little bit too far for him. Coronati picks it up at the line, though, and dumps in. Tacoma with the puck now. Working that puck through the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. A drop pass there. Sees Tacoma break into the zone at the top of the circle. They try and jam it farther. Instead, it's going to be the Stars coming the other way. It's Zimmich up the left wing. He's on his backhand, throwing that into the slot. A good defensive play by Tacoma. Cuts out the threat. And so we tick under 4 minutes here as the Stars try a jam play from the side of the net. And it's now Russo picking up the puck behind the net. He's in the far corner. He leaves for Zimmich there. Tacoma in the way. Zimmich with a good stick lift. Bodies his man. Tacoma comes in for support, though, and works it over. Bizarro there. Throws it to the net front. Hits the side of the cage, or maybe the paddle of the goaltender. But we're going to get a call here. Looks like it'll be a hook on Russo as the Stars touch up. We'll see if that is indeed the call. It is. Russo to the box for a minute and a half here for hooking on the far side of the ice. It's going to be a defensive zone draw here for the Stars, and it'll be to Diatelli's right. Now the Stars with a good push there past few minutes in the offensive zone, just needing a little more time and space there in front of the net. Anyway, puck's dropped. One by Tacoma to the slot, but Schulman able to get to it first and send that puck all the way down. It's going to be on net, and so no icing as Tacoma has to play the puck. Schulman firing in again, nearly keeps the puck in the zone. Instead, Tacoma breaks the other way. They're in the slot. A lot of sticks in the way as Viscoso gets there first. Then the ensuing shot goes wide. Minute 09 left to go on the man advantage for Tacoma as it was Schulman again getting that puck out of the zone. Tacoma on the puck in the near circle. They work that puck all the way to the far side of the ice. Viscoso is going to get called for interference here as Tacoma still has the puck. Stars haven't touched up just yet. 50 seconds left to go. Nope, no call. Well, the arm was put down. Interesting. It looked like Viscoso was going to go for interference, but instead the arm went down. Might have just been an icing arm. In any event, the Tacoma bench wanted an interference call. Deemed incidental, though, by the officials. Onward we play. 30 seconds left to go on the man advantage as Bizarro kills this penalty in the offensive zone. He's got the puck there at the near half wall. A lot of traffic in his way, though, as Tacoma breaks out through center ice. Tacoma into the offensive zone. It's a 1-on-2 as they try and go to the slot. Shot goes wide of the cage. Now at the end boards behind the net. Tacoma throws that into the slot. It sits there momentarily, but Zimmich and Bizarro combine to get this puck out of the zone. It's Zimmich now streaking through the offensive zone. Tries to dump in deeper. Ends up hitting the face mask of the Tacoma man. And now Tacoma breaks out the other way, but only so far as Zimmich again, who jams it up enough to get back to 5-on-5 hockey. 2-on-2 for Tacoma into the slot. Big hit there by Coronati. Puck rolls toward the side of the cage. And onward we play. Tacoma unable to get that shot on net as Zimmich in the way, and then he'll streak through center ice. But the Stars will have to track back to their own zone. It's Leshner going point to point for Coronati. Coronati on it. And now the puck comes toward Russo. Russo gains the line, dumps that puck in, and it'll be Conforti on the forecheck. Tacoma jams it out of the zone. Tacoma there. It comes right back the other way, though. Schulman in the way of that breakout. Tacoma tries the other side of the ice this time. They're across into the offensive zone are the Rockets. Rockets now on the puck. They're upended, though. Ice Monster got him. Puck comes right back to center ice. It's Tacoma flying into the zone. They look to be offside. We will get a call here for offside with 1:12 to go and a face-off coming just outside the Stars' defensive zone. Well, if you're at home watching and a Stars fan, that was better pushed by them. Again, some even play here over the last few minutes. It's now Nicolaitis winning that toward Conforti. Conforti on the puck. He gains the line. Long shot in. Blocker down there by the Tacoma netminder. Smart play by Conforti to test this goaltender who's only seen 3 shots thus far in this game. It's Tacoma now back in the offensive zone. Tacoma at the far point. Upended, though. Viscoso able to jam that out. Good play, it looked like, by Polisi to make his man turn the puck over to him at the far point. It's Nicolaitis now keeping the zone. Puck rolls toward Polisi, dangles around one man. Puck rolls off his stick, and now Tacoma will get that puck out of the zone as we have just about 30 seconds left to go here in the first period from Willowbrook, Illinois. Stars break out. Nicolaitis on the puck. Streaks into the offensive zone. He's got Polisi out there with him. Shot comes in. Saved nicely by the Tacoma goaltender. No rebound coming, so it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars with 26 seconds left to go here in the first period. It's going to be a far circle drop. And it'll be Zimmich to take it. Zimmich at the far circle. He's got Coronati and Leshner behind him. Shot comes in, goes wide. The Rockets look to pick it up here at the near half wall. They send that puck out of the zone, break through the neutral zone to the Rockets. Now they're in the offensive zone. Try to pull the trigger and catch Diatelli cheating. Instead, Diatelli knew to stay near the post. Still 10 seconds left to go. Shot comes in, hits a skate and goes in. Oh, and there'll be no kicking call here as that puck hit a skate. And so with just 7 seconds left to go in this first period, the Rockets score and increase their lead to 4. Well, an unfortunate call there. Unfortunate in the sense that it went off a skate, but it wasn't kicked. And so since there was no distinct kicking motion, the officials had a conference and determined that puck was scored fairly. And so it's Tacoma 4, Stars nothing. Tacoma wins the ensuing faceoff. They try a slapper in. Oh, Schulman gets in the way. A painful block there. And there goes the buzzer after one. So after one, it's Stars 0, Tacoma 4. And that'll be the first intermission. Stick around. We're going to do it all over again in just a moment. We'll put 15 more minutes on the board and play some more hockey here from Willowbrook. Right after a word from our sponsors.
Hockey fans, do you ever worry that your life is mostly reacting to what's happening? Are you just an extra in the script of life? Is every day the same for you? Well, it doesn't have to be this way. I'm Mr. Gresson, the life coach, but my friends call me Aggro. And if you sign up for my newsletter, you'll learn all the tricks on how to get what you want out of life. For instance, you see a baby eating candy? Take it! Is there an old lady about to get in a cab that you need? Well, what are you waiting for? Has someone cut you off on the road? If you're not screaming through your windshield, you're doing it wrong. It's Mr. Aggressive. Sign up for the newsletter today. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Well, folks, don't forget to join us this evening. I believe those times are central on your screen. So if you're watching from New York, that would be 7:10 p.m. this evening as the Stars take on the San Diego Saints. And then tomorrow, 10:40 Eastern, as the Stars take on the Sylvania North Stars. Still a lot of hockey left to play in this one, though, as the Stars find themselves down 4 goals early here. Shots 12-4 in the Rockets' favor. And the Stars will have the period of a long change here and look to strike back against the Tacoma Rockets, who have carried a lot of the play early. But it'll be the Stars coming back out here. It'll be Nicolaitis, Bizarro, Viscoso, Schulman, and Russo to kick this one off in the middle frame. 15 minutes on the board. Goalies checked, scorekeeper checked. Stars pounding the boards. They're ready to get right back to it. Try and turn this game around. Stars work that up through the neutral zone. It'll be Bizarro firing for it in the offensive zone. And Nicolaitis holding the zone. It's Nicolaitis working that puck toward the net front. It's cut out, though, by Tacoma's defense. And now a 3-on-2 developing the other way. It's Schulman and Viscoso back. Shot comes in. Goes wide of the cage. A good screen shot there by Tacoma. Ends up going wide. They try and throw it net front. Instead, they hit a body. Puck sits in the far corner. And now it's at the side of the net. Tacoma tries a saucer pass that doesn't connect on the one-timer. Now they fire it in. Diatelli with a wonderful left leg pad save. As Tacoma works that puck in deeper, it's Nicolaitis racking that off the glass. He's going to find Bizarro. Bizarro has Russo through the center of the ice. It's a 2-on-2. Bizarro fires in as he had a man all over him there. And so it'll be Tacoma breaking right back the other way, turning into a bit of a track meet early on here in the second. Coronati able to take the puck off his man. Comes up to the slot, though. Tacoma fires in. Good deflection by Viscoso. Takes that over the net in the mid-slot. It's Tacoma now working the puck in the offensive zone. They're at the far half wall. Tacoma bodied a bit there. They throw it toward the slot. Hits a body. It's again Nicolaitis getting in the way of his man there. Zone keep by Tacoma. Coronati tracks back, able to use the body to shield the puck momentarily. Thrown across the ice, hits the end boards, comes all the way around to the near corner here, and it'll be Fisher getting that puck up and out of the zone. It sits right in front of the Tacoma penalty box momentarily. Viscoso tracks back, and it'll be Coronati covering for support. Tacoma able to keep the zone momentarily. Tapped farther, but not out of the zone by the Stars. They come into the slot. Diatelli does well to shut that shot down. Rebound cleared there by the Stars. Now the Stars break the other way. Zimmich skates around his man into the offensive zone. Zimmich loads up. He shoots. Oh, the shot goes just wide after a deflection. Onward we play here. The Stars have the puck at the end boards. Upended there were the Stars. And so it's going to go for a penalty. It looks like Zimmich maybe behind the net is taken out of the play. He was. So with 13 minutes, now 12:59 even, it's going to be a Stars power play. Down 4, but about to be up a man for a minute and a half unless they score. This faceoff's going to come to the Tacoma goalie's left. It'll be Zimmich, McCarthy, Nicolaitis. Now it looks like it's setting up for a far circle faceoff. Interesting. In any event, Zimmich, Nicolaitis, Bizarro, Schulman, and McCarthy out there as the 5 skaters for the Stars. Stars winning that faceoff. Comes up towards Schulman. Schulman tries to work that in deeper. It's going to go for an interference call there. And so it's going to be a 5-on-3 as soon as Tacoma touches up. It's Zimmich on the puck. Stars got another skater out there. Bizarro loads up. It's saved there by the Tacoma netminder. A good play by the Stars to work that over toward the weak side. Bizarro with a good shot, but an even better save by the Tacoma Rockets. And so 12:44 left to go here in the middle frame. It's a 5-on-3 for the next minute and 15 seconds, it looks like, due to the interference call on Tacoma. It'll be Nicolaitis to take this draw at the far circle. Stars will look to put this one home with that 5-on-3. Face-off win to Bizarro. Bizarro works it over toward Schulman. Schulman on the puck, creeps in, shoots off the face mask of the goaltender. Bizarro picks up the rebound, jams it deeper safely in the zone. Worked over toward Nicolaitis in the near corner. Nicolaitis on the puck, sends it up toward Schulman. Schulman racks it over toward Bizarro. Bizarro on the puck. Aggressive penalty kill here by Tacoma. They're following the puck handler wherever he goes. It's Nicolaitis now with a little bit of time and space in the near corner. Works it again up toward Schulman. Screen set up in front of the Tacoma netminder. Hits a few skates, and it's tapped home there by Nicolaitis. Well, just like that, the Stars get one back in the early going of the middle frame here with 12:11 left to play in the second. It's now Tacoma 4, Stars 1. And because they scored before the 5-on-3 had expired, they still have that 5-on-4 for another 58 seconds. Well, it's Nicolaitis at the dots. One forward by Tacoma, and they'll work that all the way into the zone, but it'll be Diatelli covering up as the puck rolled in on him, and a little jostling in front as Diatelli got a snow shower as he had covered that puck. Officials quickly in on that one to prevent any hijinks from either team. It's going to be a defensive zone draw for the Stars to Diatelli's left. Shot 16-7 in favor of Tacoma right now. Face-off won by the Stars. They control in their own zone. Set up through McCarthy behind the net. He'll break out towards Zimmich. Zimmich works that across the ice for Bizarro. Bizarro on the puck now on the forehand. He'll delay in the far corner. Bizarro still over there, working that a little deeper for Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis out there on the puck, throws it into the slot, trying to find Bizarro. Nearly touched that home, And now that puck's loose. Some jostling right in front of the net. Still loose, though, as the puck sits at the side of the cage. Still 23 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Stars nearly had cut this lead in half on the power plays. Instead, it's a 2-on-2 for Tacoma coming the other way. They'll try and go around Schulman. Schulman works his man wide. Puck toward the slot. Zimmich with some good back checking, able to lift the stick of his man. Tacoma happy to kill off as much of this power play as they can in the offensive zone. And with 2 seconds left to go, we're going to be back to 5-on-5 hockey here as the Stars work it through the neutral zone. Stars all the way into the offensive zone. It's Nikolaitis on the puck there. Goes around his man on the backhand. Tries to leave it in the slot for McCarthy. It's going to come all the way up to Russo. He's going to have to leave the zone, though. It's Russo on the puck. Jams that puck farther for Bizarro. Bizarro on the puck. He's able to go across, but it's going to be an offside call. And so the whistle goes as the shot went wide for offside. Well, we'll see. Looks like it's going to be a call on the Stars here for shooting after the offside whistle. And so 10:54 left to play here in the middle frame. Stars down 3 and now down a man for a minute and a half. And a defensive zone draw upcoming for them. Tacoma wins the faceoff. They work that up to the top of the circle, trying to set up their power play. Viscoso in the near corner, able to find the puck and just hold it between his skates momentarily. Fisher now in for support. Puck comes toward the blue paint, and Diatelli does very well to throw the big glove on that one. With 10:40 left to play, as that puck was rolling into the blue paint, was able to throw the mitt over it and get himself a freeze before Tacoma was able to push that one home. Puck's dropped. Stars tie up their men at the dot. Tacoma able to fire in for support. Rolling puck comes in, rolls all the way up on the mask of Diatelli. It's still loose. It's fired in again, sits in the blue paint, and the Stars able to clear it. Diatelli standing tall in the crease right now as Russo just takes his man out of the play entirely. Big hit from Russo as Tacoma will have to set right back up in the neutral zone. Viscoso, though, working that puck up through the neutral zone, and Fisher in on the forecheck. 47 seconds left to go on the man advantage for Tacoma as they come right back through the neutral zone. It's Tacoma into the offensive zone. Coronati, long stick, breaks up the play. Puck comes up to the slot, though. Shot comes in. It's deflected wide by Viscoso. It's Coronati working his man over as Tacoma able to keep the zone at the far point. It's now Coronati able to throw that all the way out of the zone. It was tipped, and it was going to come in on net anyway as Tacoma plays that right out of the back, right through the neutral zone and in the offensive zone again. Tacoma looking to set up shop in the offensive zone. They're at the top of the slot now is Tacoma, but it's cut out nicely by Viscoso, who works that puck out of the zone. 10 seconds left to go in the man advantage for Tacoma. The Stars really warming up to this game now. Nikolaitis takes that puck from center ice and dumps it on in. It's Tacoma on the puck in the near corner, trying a breakout play. It comes up to Polisi, though. Polisi on the ice. He throws a shot, saved just wide. It comes up into the slot, sits in the blue paint, and Tacoma deals with it well as Polisi will take over again. Sends a tight angle shot all the way through traffic, and it's Leshner now loading up. That one hits a body in front, and Tacoma's going to break the other way. Schulman gets back. It's a 3-on-2 here as Tacoma breaks into the offensive zone. They try a pass into the slot. Bouncing puck covered there at the side of the cage. And now we get a whistle. We'll see, as Diatelli did very well to throw his blocker hand over the puck as it was pinned against the side of the cage. And so with 8:53 left to play here in the second period, it's going to be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, Coronati will come out there on the ice now. Zimmich to take this draw. Conforti to his right. Zimmich wins that over toward Coronati. Coronati sends it over toward Polisi at the near half wall. Polisi takes a big hit to make a play. Puck comes up to the near point, thrown wide of the cage. A lot of screening in front right now by Tacoma. Puck comes down to the bottom of the far circle, and then it finds Conforti's stick, works that up toward the blue line, and Polisi does the rest with his skate. It'll be Conforti and Polisi. Conforti with a long shot in. That's gloved there by the Tacoma netminder with 8:27 left to go in the second period, as the Stars will get an offensive zone draw out of it. They'll get Nicolaitis, Bizarro, and Russo out there, Viscoso and Schulman. That'll be the Stars doing well to buy themselves an offensive zone draw here. Puck won forward by Nicolaitis, but without possession, and now Schulman at the point. Kicks that farther, finds Bizarro. Bizarro finds Nicolaitis. Shot comes in. No rebound coming, though, on the save by Tacoma. So with 8:19, we'll do it all over again at the far circle. Shots now 19-10 in Tacoma's favor. Might be a little bit off, as Tacoma certainly drove play in that first period, but it's been relatively even here in the second. It'll be Nicolaitis throwing that toward the slot. Bizarro was creeping in, nearly found him. Instead, Schulman goes to the far point. He's able to dump in again. Nicolaitis bodies his man. Tacoma, though, works that over toward the weak side. It's Schulman pinching in to keep the zone. Covering for him is Bizarro now at the top of the far point. Tacoma working to get this puck out of the zone. Schulman and Bizarro switch at the point. Tacoma throws that all the way out. It's going to go for an icing here. Diatelli has his arm raised to let his defender and Viscoso know. And so with 7:43 left to go here in the second, it's going to be another offensive zone draw for the Stars, and they'll get some new skaters out there. It'll be Zimmich, McCarthy, and Fisher, Coronati and Leshner out there as the 5 men in navy blue. Zimmich leans over at the far dot. Zimmich wins that faceoff at the dot. Tacoma, though, first to the loose puck, and they're going to come the other way into the offensive zone. They break in. They're on the forehand. They shoot in. Diatelli gets low and gloves that puck. A good save by him. And so we'll do it all over again, this time in the Stars zone with 7:33 left to play in the second period. Taking this draw will be Zimmich. He's at the near dot. Puck's dropped, one back. Leshner will fire back, work that up toward McCarthy. McCarthy tries to jam it out of the zone. It's at the near point now, the near half wall. Chopping at that puck was Leshner, who found Zimmich, who found McCarthy. Tried to work it over toward Fisher, and Tacoma got in the way of that play. Puck stays in the offensive zone momentarily for the Stars, and now some good stick work by the Stars. See them break into the offensive zone. Tacoma to it first, though. Desperation play, gets the puck out of the zone. Good defensive work by Tacoma, and that puck's going to go all the way to the end line, but icing waved. All the players didn't know it, but the coaches did. And there was a lot of shouting from the benches. It's the Stars keeping that puck in the offensive zone. It's now McCarthy trying to work his man over. Puck comes over to the slot, saved nicely there by the Tacoma goaltender. It's still loose in the low slot. Tacoma gets it, though, and they're going to skate this out of the zone. It's a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Zimmich getting back to make it a 3-on-3. Tacoma into the offensive zone. They try to pass that into the slot instead of going for the tight angle shot. And it'll be Zimmich picking that puck up, working it into the neutral zone harmlessly as the Stars will get a partial change out there. It's Conforti, and Nicolaitis coming onto the ice. Puck sits at the advertising boards at the far side of the ice. Jammed, though, out into the offensive zone by the Stars, and now Polisi on the forecheck. Polisi works his man over in the near corner. Puck sits there momentarily. Leshner with a great zone keep, fires in, blockered aside there by the Tacoma goaltender. Now Polisi takes a heavy hit to work that over, though, toward Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis throws it in front. Can't quite find Conforti, and now it's Polisi. It's a shin guard with that shot. That puck's going to come and bounce up to the blue line. Not out just yet, though, as Conforti and Nicolaitis pour right back in. A good keep by the Stars. This puck rolls up to the dasher. It's Polisi trying to keep the zone, and then that one goes off his glove. No hand pass, as he didn't intend to throw that anywhere. So that puck's going to come all the way back into the offensive zone as the Stars will get a bit of a change here in the O zone. Let's see. We're going to get a stoppage in play now as the net had come off its moorings with 5.5 minutes left to go in the second. The Stars have really shifted the momentum game here. A lot of offensive zone draws as they cut this lead from 4-2 in the middle frame. Now a great response from the Stars here in the second. And it'll be Zimmich at the near dot. Works it over to Russo. That puck's chopped out of the air by the Tacoma netminder. Now Tacoma looks to break out at the far side of the ice. They do. They're in the neutral zone, working that puck forward into the offensive zone. Schulman gets in the way, works it up toward Bizarro. Bizarro curls, takes a hit, but does get that puck out of the zone. And now that puck's dumped in by Tacoma, but offside. So this one's going to come out of the Stars zone for the ensuing faceoff. It's Viscoso, Schulman, Bizarro, Zimmich, and Russo. And that puck was dumped from deep, it looks like, so the faceoff's going to come just outside the Rockets zone. Puck sits at the far dot after the faceoff. Tacoma able to corral it, though, in the neutral zone. Good Bizarro back check. Comes up the break-in initially, and now Viscoso will have to fire to his end boards on the backhand. He'll reverse that over towards Schulman. And the Rockets take over in the near corner. Puck comes to the slot, a big hit. Puck's still loose, and then it's passed into the back of the net. Diatelli had lunged for that one and nearly had it under the glove, but it squirted loose. And so Tacoma able to put that one in the back of the net with 4:53 left to play here in the second. It's now Rockets 5, Stars 1. Well, a bit of a broken play there for the Rockets, but they made no mistake about it, putting it in the back of the net when they could. And so the Stars will look to push back here after Tacoma has reestablished its 4-goal lead. So Stars winning that faceoff. Bizarro tracking back to corral the loose puck. Zimmich now in on the forecheck. Tacoma breaks right back the other way in the neutral zone. Rolling puck, hops over all sticks, but then Tacoma does send that all the way into the offensive zone once they'd gained the line. Puck comes up toward Bizarro. Bizarro with a nice little breakout play, but Tacoma there first. Tacoma in. They shoot high of the cage. Rolling puck comes wide, jammed farther by Leshner, and now over to Russo. Russo on the puck, up the right wing. He'll gain the line and dump softly in so the Stars can complete their change. Puck chopped out of the air by Bizarro. Bizarro looking for Russo. Russo handcuffed just a bit by the no-look pass, and it'll be Russo tracking back to the near circle, looking for that give and go with Nikolaitis. Rolling puck to the side of the cage, and now puck's going to be passed all the way up toward Fisher, but not out of the zone just yet. Tacoma gets a second bite of the apple, and they do work it out of the zone there. It's Coronati able to get in the way of that at center ice and then throw a long shot in that's sticked aside by the Tacoma goaltender, and now the Rockets are able to fire that all the way out of the zone. Icing waved as Coronati tracks back for that puck. Tacoma will go for a partial change now. Coronati on the puck with a little time and space. Works it up for Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis picks his head up, looking for McCarthy across neutral ice. Puck into the offensive zone now. Fisher finds Nikolaitis. McCarthy fires in at the near circle to try and get that puck before Tacoma. Instead, it's the Rockets coming right back the other way. This game's turned right back into a track meet now as Tacoma into the offensive zone. They shoot in. Diatelli shuts that one down, and it's Tacoma on the puck, working that up into the slot. Not out just yet. A little bit of jousting in the low slot. It's the Stars who come away with it, though. McCarthy finds Fisher. Fisher on the puck, shoots in long from center ice, and it's gloved and then released by the Tacoma goaltender, so onward we play. Referees want this game to continue. No Star was near the Tacoma goaltender, and so no whistle coming. It's Tacoma working that puck out of their zone again on the backhand. It's a 2-on-2 for them. Into the offensive zone. They try and throw it to the slot. Schulman stands tall there. Then a slapper comes in, hits a body in front, goes wide. It's Tacoma still on the puck in the offensive zone. Schulman track back for it, jams it all the way around to the near side. That's going to leave the zone. Puck's going to go all the way down, but not for an icing, so the Stars will be able to make a change out of this one. It's Tacoma first to the puck. Zimmich able to keep the zone through his skate. Rolling puck, finds a Tacoma player as Zimmich gets bodied, and Tacoma unable to get that out of the zone just yet. A nice pass by McCarthy. Finds Zimmich. Oh, and an even better save there by the Tacoma goaltender. Keeps the Stars out from getting this back to a 3-goal game. So with 2:13 left to go here in the middle frame, it's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Nikolaitis will come out. It's Viscoso, Schulman, Conforti, and Polisi out there as the 5 skaters for the Stars. Puck's dropped, won by Nikolaitis. Polisi with a tight shot, saved there by the Tacoma goaltender. Tacoma able to get that puck out of the zone. Should go for an icing. We have an arm raised here. It does. There goes the whistle. 2:03 left to play in the second period. It's going to be a face-off at the far circle. Shots 22-15 now in Tacoma's favor. And it'll be Nikolaitis to take this draw. Nikolaitis wins that forward. Tacoma again racks that out of the zone, and again it should go for an icing. So with 1:58 left to go in the second. We'll do it all over again. Now, it's certainly one way to kill a game here, to ice the puck over and over. It seems to be working for the Rockets right now, as they're just hoping for a deflection each time they do to call off the icing and get this puck out of harm's way. Ensuing faceoff. Puck's dropped, and the Stars take over through Conforti. Shot comes in, hits a body in front. It'll be Conforti working that puck toward Polisi. Polisi sends that puck up for Schulman. Slapper comes in, goes wide of the cage, and now it's Nikolaitis working it up for Viscoso. Viscoso back down toward Nikolaitis at the end boards. Nikolaitis able to dance around his man, but he loses the puck. Then he takes his man out of the play, but it looked to be late as Tacoma will come right back the other way. It's Tacoma on the puck. The Stars need to touch up on this delayed penalty. They haven't yet. It'll be Conforti, though, now as we get a whistle for the penalty. It'll be Nikolaitis to the box. We'll see what the gesture is here. It's going to be a cross check. And so with 1:28 left to play in this second frame, it's a 1.5-minute penalty to the Stars. Down to 4 skaters and down 4 goals in this second period. It'll be Leshner, Coronati, McCarthy, and Russo as the penalty killers for the Stars. Now a reminder, at the CCM tournament, they cut the ice every 2 periods, and that's agnostic toward what game it is. So it's not necessarily always between the second and third period. It could be before the game, as well as the second and third period. It could be after the first period. It just depends on what's happened in the earlier games. But in any event, we should get an ice cut here after the whistle goes in 67 seconds. It's the Stars killing off this penalty thus far as the puck rolls into the slot. Tacoma unable to corral it at first at the top of the circle. It's kicked farther there by Coronati toward McCarthy, who works that over to the far point. Shot comes in, goes wide of the cage, and it'll be the Stars still needing to get this puck out of the zone. Rolling puck comes up to the near point. Puck sits there. Now it's worked down low toward the slot. Handcuffed on the initial pass. The one-timer doesn't connect as Diatelli throws himself across the crease. Does very well to keep the follow-up out. It's now Tacoma on the puck in the near circle. Streaking in was a forward, but instead it was Leshner in the way. The Stars get that puck all the way up and out of the zone. It'll go for an icing there with 25 seconds left to play. But Diatelli and Leshner doing work on the kill there, keeping Tacoma off the board, and it's going to be a far circle defensive zone drop here for the Stars. Simic, Schulman, Viscoso, and Bizarro out there to kill this penalty. Puck's dropped. Simic wins that puck, works it over toward Bizarro. Bizarro skates that out of the zone. 22 seconds left to go as that puck's going to come in on the Tacoma netminder, and he's able to shovel that out of the zone, and Tacoma breaks right the other way, down the left wing. It's now Viscoso watching his man wide, all the way to the far corner. Now Schulman fires in, pinching in was a Tacoma D-man. Instead, though, it's going to come up toward Bizarro. Bizarro on the puck. He gains the line and dumps in because there was only a second left. And so, stick around. The Zamboni's going to come out. You're going to hear a word or two from our sponsors, but we'll be back with you in about 10 minutes after the ice cut. Thanks so much for watching here on Midnight Sports. Period 3 coming up after the Zamboni does its work.
Hockey fans, have you ever needed scissors when you're at home? Maybe you wanted to open a box or cut some shrink wrap off food. When you go to the drawer where you've thrown all your pens, rubber bands, stamps, receipts, and junk, you can't seem to find your scissors. Where could they possibly have gone? And at a moment like this, that's where we come in. Knives can do anything scissors can do, just much more dangerously. So when you need a pair of scissors, and those scissors aren't there for you, keep us in mind. It's knives, like scissors, but dependable.
Well, Zamboni's out there. Again, about 10 minutes left to go because we have a bit of a travel setup going here. No royalty-free music. You'll just have to hum some bad tone and tune to yourself. In the interim, we'll be right back in about 10 minutes. We'll see you then. Zamboni's just about done here between periods 2 and 3 at Willowbrook Ice Arena. And it gives us time to remind you that the Stars are back in action right here from Willowbrook. If you like black netting and a tight camera angle, you're going to love tonight's game. The Stars are at exactly the same rink. And so don't forget to join us. That's 6:10 p.m. Central, so back home, that's 7:10 p.m. Eastern. Tonight, the Stars take on the San Diego Saints. And then tomorrow morning at 10:40 a.m. Eastern, 9:40 a.m. Central, the Stars take on the Sylvania North Stars. Tune in for both games. There'll be a fourth game as well. That fourth game, though, will only get set once the results of the 3 games for all teams in the division are known. So again, 7:10 Eastern, 6:10 Central tonight. Stars and the Saints. But first, we've got third period hockey coming up here from Willowbrook Ice Arena. The players getting ready to come on back out after the ice cut. It'll be the Stars in the distance at the end boards and the Rockets right here at the near half wall. Still 3 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the Rockets when we kick this one off. And then we'll be back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here come the officials onto the ice. You'd expect a whistle here soon. As soon as they get the nets in place, we will get rolling here for period number 3 from Willowbrook. Quick recap of the game thus far. Tacoma jumped out to a 4-0 lead in the first period. Since then, the Stars have played the Rockets on even terms, or maybe even a little bit better than the Rockets have played. Unfortunate goal there to increase the Rockets' lead to 4 goals. If you're a Stars fan at home, of course. If you're a Rockets fan, you love to see it. Sometimes scoring a goal against the run of play is exactly what you need to win these tournament games. In any event, Stars come right back out for period number 3, looking to close this 4-goal gap. And they'll need to first kill off 3 seconds of that penalty. But once they do, it'll be back to 5-on-5 hockey. Players getting stretched out here after heading to the locker rooms. Surely some words of wisdom from the coaches to both teams. And just a little bit of extra work going on here at the Stars bench. As they get set. It'll be a whistle here any moment. So we thank you for joining us wherever you might be. If you're on your lunch break back home, if you're traveling somewhere, if you're not in Chicago, it's Midnight Sports. All right, refs, the officials allowing them to have a little bit of an extended warm-up here. Both officials called over to the Tacoma bench as to what's going on here. A reminder, too, important for the Stars to keep this in the early going at no more than a 4-goal deficit, as the clock is supposed to run under CCM tournament rules if the lead becomes a 5-goal lead. Certainly the Stars want to get nowhere near that unless they're the one with the 5-goal lead. But just a little bit of paperwork and housekeeping for you there. In any event, Stars are going to throw Bizarro, Russo, Viscoso, and Schulman out there as the puck is dropped and it sits at center ice. Stars have killed off the penalty. Comes to Russo in the offensive zone. He nearly had Nicolaitis, but from his back, the Tacoma player was able to cut out the threat in the slot, and now Tacoma gets that puck out of the zone. Bizarro jousting for the puck at center ice with his Tacoma counterpart, and it'll be Tacoma working that puck into the offensive zone. but no farther as the Stars come right back the other way. It's Russo looking for Bizarro in the slot. Nicolaitis stops there too. It's thrown in front, sits under Bizarro's legs momentarily. Now the Stars throw it against the side of the cage. Comes all the way up to Schulman. Stars looked like they were fired out of a cannon there at first, but now it'll be Tacoma coming right back the other way in the offensive zone. Upended by Viscoso, still in. They shoot, they score. Oh, well, from one end to the other, Tacoma able to put that one home after the Stars had a chance in the offensive end. It's Tacoma coming right back and able on what was a partial break, putting that all the way in with some words there for their Stars counterpart, as is often the case in youth hockey. And so 14-15. And now the Tacoma bench yelling at the scorekeeper to start running the clock because they, quote unquote, would like to get out of this game. Not sure whether that comes from a place of arrogance or fear, but either way, not a good look from the men in white. In any event, we play on here as the puck comes into the offensive zone for the Stars. It's going to roll all the way down, and the Stars will look to take over it there. It's Tacoma trying to get that puck out of the zone. Some heavy hitting. McCarthy laid the wood and then had the wood laid right back on him as Tacoma fires that all the way down. No icing, though, as Coronati touches up and takes a bit of a reverse hit. Puck comes into the slot, and it's ticked wide. And Coronati will look to get that puck up and out of the zone. He does, finds Fisher. Puck rolls off his stick, though, and Tacoma will have to reset in the neutral zone. Puck just sits right in front of the boards until it's Zimmage breaking in. He finds McCarthy in the slot. McCarthy shoots. Puck spilled there. Stars can't touch it home, though, as the Rockets first to it, and they'll ice this puck. It's going to come to the side of the net, and it will go for an icing. But the clock is going to continue to run, and so the Stars in the future will probably want to touch that puck up and continue playing rather than get their offensive zone draw out of it. We're going to tick under 13 minutes here to go, as it'll be Nicolaitis to take this drop. He's got Polisi to his right. He's got Viscoso and Schulman behind him. It's Conforti firing forward, forcing a pass out of the zone as Tacoma's going to have this puck roll in on Diatelli. Diatelli does touch it up that time, but Tacoma able to keep the zone. Tacoma on the puck there, and they just work it in the offensive zone, back and forth. They'll touch that deeper into the zone. That puck's going to come to the side of the cage. It's tapped all the way up out of the zone. Icing wave now as Tacoma's going to have to track back and touch that puck up. They do. They send it out of the zone through their netminder. The Stars cut out the threat from Nicolaitis, who finds Polisi. Polisi tries to break into the offensive zone. He's got a Tacoma man all over him, and so it will be Conforti working back for the puck. Working that up through the neutral zone, just out of the reach of Schulman. Tacoma now breaking into the offensive zone. Tacoma on the puck there at the near circle, and Viscoso takes his man out of the play, but Tacoma still on the puck. Heavy hit there as the Stars get that puck up and out of the zone. And so it'll be Tacoma tracking back to pick up that rolling puck as the Stars able to make a change. Puck comes up to the near point, out of the zone. No too many men on the ice call there as Tacoma did well to avoid it. Puck rolls all the way out toward Leshner. Leshner steers that back toward his netminder, who returns the pass, and then a bouncing puck is shoveled farther for Coronati. It's Zimmage trying to keep that puck out of Tacoma hands. Instead, the shot comes in, and Diatelli able to make the save. But that clock is going to continue to roll on here as we play in the third period. Let's get that clock right for you. As soon as it hits 11, we'll start it on ours. It is ticking here in the arena. It's the Stars winning that faceoff back, working it around toward Bizarro. Puck now just sits at the near half wall, and it's touched farther. Now Zimmage has a 1-on-2 developing into the offensive zone. Zimmage taken out of the play there, and so the Tacoma bench celebrates the hit. It was a high one, but adjudged to be fair. Onward we play. Puck comes up to the far point, and Tacoma able to jam that out of the zone. It's Coronati tracking back on the puck, working it around to the weak side. Tacoma unable to keep the zone as Bizarro takes it off his man and comes into the offensive zone. Bizarro tries to get into the slot. Too many Tacoma men in the way, though, and they'll break back the other way. Will Tacoma through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Tacoma tries a shot off the post and home. Oh, boy, Tacoma able to ring the iron there and score. And so now it's Tacoma 7, Stars 1. Well, ensuing faceoff's going to be Fisher, Nicolaitis, Schulman, McCarthy, and Viscoso. It'll be Nicolaitis at the dot, winning that back toward Schulman. Schulman touches that forward. Tacoma will take over in their own zone. Tacoma on the puck, and he works that puck up toward the blue line. Viscoso works it point to point for Schulman. Schulman takes that tape-to-tape pass and works it back toward Viscoso. Now Tacoma looking to get their pound of flesh out of this game as well. It's Nicolaitis working that puck forward into the offensive zone without possession. Fisher fires forward on the forecheck, and Nicolaitis in for support. Puck comes right across the blue line. Nicolaitis nearly dangled around his man. Instead, Tacoma comes the other way. Viscoso out there with Leshner. Leshner able to get in the way in the slot and break up that offensive zone. Break in very well there as the Stars get that puck up and out of the zone. And now Tacoma will track back. No arm raise for icing as McCarthy bodies his man in the near corner. McCarthy takes the puck off his man, looking into the slot, waiting for the Stars to complete their change. He finds Conforti at the near half wall. Puck rolls off his stick, though, and it'll be Leshner working that puck back for Coronati. Coronati works it up for Zimmich in the neutral zone. Zimmich into the offensive zone, tries a clapper. That's gloved down there by the Tacoma netminder. And so as we take under 8.5 minutes to go here, it's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. It's Zimmich at the far dot. Wins that face-off forward, but without possession. The Stars, though, able to keep control. Leshner, shot goes high and wide there, looking for a deflection. It'll come to Conforti in the near corner. Works it over towards Zimmich, who tries to send it to the slot. Tacoma there first, though, and they skate this out of the zone. Tacoma all the way into the offensive zone now, as Conforti tracks back at the end boards. Pass comes up to the slot. Zone not kept there by Tacoma, and so they'll have to reset in the neutral zone. On the forecheck was Conforti. Tacoma resets, dumps on in. It's Coronati able to work that up for Polisi. Taps it to himself off the boards. Goes around one man in the neutral zone. Sees the puck roll off his stick, though. And Tacoma able to work that in the neutral zone some more. Leshner sends that puck in. Icing waved there as Tacoma will track back into the near corner for that puck. They rack it around toward the near point. And now in front of the scorer's booth, they've streaked through into the offensive zone. They're in the slot there as Tacoma leaves it in the slot. It's jammed out. Now it'll be Polisi trying to track this puck down in the offensive zone. Icing looked to be waved there by the back official, but the official closest to the puck blew the whistle anyway, probably because it could have resulted in a breakaway for the Stars. The officials, with a running clock, happy to play a little bit looser with the icing calls, but not when it's going to result in a breakaway for the team that iced the puck. It's now Nicolaitis at the dot, winning that back towards Schulman, who uses the glass to get that out of the zone. Rolling puck. It's knocking across the end line, and so Bizarro in on the forecheck. He's got Russo out there with him. Puck comes up and out of the zone. Hits a skate of Viscoso there. Nicolaitis controls at center ice. A nice feathered pass toward Russo. Russo takes a long shot, blocker to side by Tacoma. It's Tacoma trying to work that puck up and out of the zone. Russo bodies his man. Nicolaitis gets in the way of the breakout initially, and now it'll be the Rockets coming the other way. It's a 2-on-1 developing. The Rockets fire in. Diatelli able to glove that down, and by himself a stoppage in the defensive zone. Now it'll be Leshner and Coronati coming back out as the defensive pair. Bizarro, Russo, and Nicolaitis stay out as the forwards. This puck's going to be dropped at the near circle to Diatelli's left. As it rolls up to the near half wall, does that puck. And Russo finds it from Nicolaitis. Russo still on the puck, works it over to Bizarro, who's able to dump that into the offensive zone. And it's Russo tracking that puck down at the near half wall. It's jammed in again. Bizarro nearly creeping in there at the back post, just out of his reach, though. And so Tacoma jams it around the near half wall. Soft shot by Nicolaitis, just sticked up in the air by the Tacoma netminder. Nicolaitis keeps the zone, though. He's at the near circle, tries a tight shot, rolling puck, jammed farther to the end boards by Russo. Tacoma on the puck now. They work it out of the zone, do the Rockets. It's Coronati on the puck. He'll go point to point for Leshner. Leshner gains the line. Soft dump, and he finds Russo there. Russo sends that puck farther. Leshner, though, able to keep the zone and send the puck right back the other way. Pizarro had stayed down low. He had the puck in the near corner. Two Tacoma men on him, though, able to work that puck out of the zone. It comes to Coronati at center ice. Coronati tries to send that puck farther, stick in the way at first. He'll get a second bite at the apple and work that into the offensive zone, but without possession. Puck now sits right in front of the scorer's booth again. It's sent into the offensive zone, but Coronati does very well to get in the way of that one. It'll come all the way over to Zimich, who taps it farther so the Stars can get back in position and complete their change. It's the Stars trying to deny zone entry, but the Rockets there anyway. Tight shot kicked aside by Diatelli. Onward we play as we have 4.5 left to go. Diatelli sticks that one aside as well. It's the Rockets buzzing in the offensive zone right now until Zimich gets in the way and gets that puck out of the zone. Zimich goes around one man, has the puck come off his stick though. The Rockets will look to get this puck out of the zone again. Rockets on the puck at their own blue line, working that puck just a little bit forward. It's Fisher, though, and Zimich on the forecheck. Zimich breaks in on the backhand. It's taken out of the play. No call coming here. Now the whistle blows. And so Tacoma will go to the box. The clock is stopped momentarily. Interesting. Let's see if that's just to put the penalty on the board or whether that's some small caveat to a running clock. Nope, it's back going again is the clock. And so we'll get that updated for you here as the Stars win the ensuing faceoff. And there's about 3:45 left to play in this one. It's now Tacoma on the puck in their own end. It comes up to Pizarro in the slot. Pizarro, nice touch pass down low for Zimich, and it's saved again by the Tacoma goaltender. Onward we play as the puck sits in the near corner, and it's worked up to the near point. Schulman has it there, looking for a deflection. It is deflected by Nicolaitis. Goes just behind the cage, though. The Stars will have to reset in the offensive zone. Puck worked up toward McCarthy. McCarthy sends a shot in, and no rebound coming there. So we get a stoppage here with over 3 minutes left to play, but it'll probably be under by the time the puck is dropped. It'll be Fisher, Russo, Viscoso, Coronati, and Conforti out there for the Stars. Puck's won by the Stars. Coronati on the puck. Viscoso tries a one-timer, kicked aside nicely by the Tacoma goaltender, and Tacoma gets that puck out of the zone. Viscoso looks for the puck between his feet. It's Tacoma, though, breaking in. Rolling puck comes toward Diatelli, who gets run, and we get a stoppage for the net being off its moorings. Well, it didn't look like there was any intent there from the Rockets. It was just a broken play as the Tacoma man had lost his skates and went sliding softly into Diatelli. You can often tell by the reaction of the team whose netminder was upended, and the Stars weren't looking to make an issue out of it, knowing that it was just an unfortunate circumstance. In any event, Stars win the ensuing faceoff. They break forward. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as that one's dumped in and then sits at the end boards, and it's racked all the way up to the far point. A good keep there by Nico Viscoso initially. Rockets able to jam that out of the zone. It's going to cross the end line. Icing's going to be waved here as well as Coronati works it over for Viscoso to the far corner. Viscoso up for Russo. Russo taps it farther. A 3-on-1 developing here for the Stars. It's Zimich in the zone. He shoots. It was Fisher with that shot, and it was saved again there by the Tacoma netminder. Well, the puck's still loose at the end boards. About 90 seconds left to go in this one as Tacoma looks to break out of the zone. Now, the Stars have had some chances here, but we're going to get a whistle as that puck must have gone out of play into the benches. It's going to be a face-off coming into the Stars zone. There's the puck in the Tacoma bench. Stars generating chances here, just facing a netminder who's done well to deny all but one of them. Shots 28-22 in Tacoma's favor, which seems a little bit rough on the Stars defense as Tacoma was able to get a lot done. Some upending of the Stars. No arm race. Shot comes in, goes wide. 45 seconds left to go in this one. It's Nicolaitis throwing that in front, but instead it's the Rockets breaking the other way through the neutral zone. A 3-on-2 developing for them. Leschner and Schulman back. Shot comes in, hits a body, goes wide in front, and then it's tipped toward the slot. Some good work there by Nicolaitis. Works it up toward Bizarro. Bizarro on a break. He's got a man on his shoulder, diving for it, able to swipe that wide as Tacoma cuts out the threat. And now some jostling behind the play. The Stars will pick that puck up, rack it up strong side through Leschner, and some big head hit there. It'll be Nicolaitis holding the helmet as we wait here momentarily. That hit right there. There'll be some discussion, but there's still a player on the ice. We'll see what happens here as the Rockets look to celebrate, and Nicolaitis does hop to his feet. Fortunately for the Stars and all the parents out there, you do like to see the players hop back up. We'll see what the call from the official is. Probably won't even get to see the score sheet after that hit right at the end of the game. Well, we've gone final here as the handshake line will begin. It's the Tacoma Rockets 7, the New York Stars 1. Don't forget to tune in again tonight as the Stars are back in action, 7:10 Eastern, 6:10 Central. We'll see you then right here on Midnight Sports.